Hey, I'm Mike, and this is how you do the Brackenhide achievements. On the first boss, if you take the left entrance, you'll see a cage on the right hand side in a corner that you cannot click until the boss fight has started. Also, on the left side of the room, there is a spear rack, and on the right side of the room, there is an armor rack. Kill 2 of the bosses and bring the third one down to low HP. Have the assigned spear and armor persons click on the racks and make their way towards the cage. When they're close, the third person can click on the cage, spawning Chief Softpaw, which will just be running around in a fear. The people with the shield and the spear need to click on the chief and then use their extra action button, and then she will join the fight. Once she's no longer being feared and is part of the fight, kill the third boss, making sure that Chief Softpaw does not die, and you have the achievement. The achievement on Treemouth right now is either bugged or the wording on the achievement is incorrect, but this is the way that my group got it to work. When the boss does his first Grasping Vines, make sure nobody gets in that. This will give him a 3-minute enrage, so he'll be just doing a little bit more damage. Before the second Grasping Vines, make sure the boss is kind of low on health, so that way you're not having to spend a lot of time fighting him when you have met the requirements of the achievement. For the second Grasping Vines, make sure all 5 group members get inside of that. Healers, there's going to be a ton of damage that goes out here, and anyone who has defensive cooldowns should be using them to help out the healer. When everyone is consumed, the boss has an absorb shield on him, so everyone just needs to damage him until that shield is gone, and then they will be spit out. If you're tracking the achievement, it will turn white, and you can kill the boss at this point. On the last boss, there are 3 mushrooms on the ledge behind and above him. You can get up to them using like a heroic leap or a warlock portal, or if you have any speed boost, you can use that to go through the silencing cloud in that area to get to these mushrooms. But simply just running to them without any speed boost, you will die because that silencing cloud does a bunch of damage. So I recommend all 3 people find the safe zones near those mushrooms before the start of the fight. And then when you start the fight, they can click on those mushrooms and they will have an extra action button and they can join the fight. Clicking the extra button will drop the mushroom on the ground, and then the tank needs to make sure that the decay strike ability by the boss hits that mushroom. When that mushroom is destroyed, you get a 20-second dot that does 20,000 damage every 1.5 seconds. So make sure you wait on this dot to expire before you do the second and the third mushroom. You can drop the mushrooms one at a time or all at the same time, but make sure that if you're dropping them all at the same time, they are not near each other at all, so there's no chance that the decay strike will hit more than one at any point. If you're tracking the achievement, it will turn white when the requirements have been met and you can kill the boss. The vegetarian diet is not part of the Glory of the Hero achievement, so you do not need to do this to get that mount. So before you can do the first boss, you have to free those 5 captives. For this achievement, you have to do that plus 7 more. Here's a map of all the 12 captives that you need to free. And if you're doing the Hyena Facts achievement, this is a map with both of those locations. And if you're not a fan of colors, I've numbered all the captives and lettered all the hyenas. There is a 5th hyena, but it's in the last boss room, which has a different map, but I'll talk about that in a sec while I'm doing the next achievement. The Hyena Facts achievement is not part of the Glory of the Hero meta, so you do not need to do that to get the mount. This achievement can probably be done at any point in the dungeon, but my group just did this at the end when all the bosses were dead. Here's a map of 4 of the 5 items that you need for this achievement. The 5th item is on the last boss, which I'll talk about in just a sec. And if you're doing the vegetarian diet achievement as well, here's a map with both of those locations. If you don't like colors, I've numbered the captives and lettered the hyenas. The first item is a squeaky murloc, and it is in the Lost Caniac in the northwest. The second item is a gnawed bone in the middle of the map in a camp near a fire. The third is in a cave, the entrance to which is to the west of Gutshot. There's hyenas in here that are not friendly, but when you kill Gutshot, they do become friendly. Run past all of them to the very end of the cave. At the top, near the fire, you'll find a puzzle box. The 4th item is a chewed up plush, which is southwest of Treemouth. The 5th item is in the last boss room, and when you're facing the boss, it's in the bushes to the right. It's a vandalized book, and it's only available after the other 4 have been found. After you find it, there's about 20 seconds of RP before you get the achievement. This boss room has a different map, but for some reason it's not showing me where I am on this map, so this is just kind of an estimation of where to find this item. That's Brackenhide. Thanks for watching. See ya.